News this morning, the British Prime Minister, Theresa May, has pledged more than 70 billion rand in investment to Africa.
President Cyril Ramaphosa's plan to raise $100 billion in investment for South Africa first caught Theresa May's attention at the Commonwealth Summit earlier this year.
Now, with Brexit looming, May is looking to cement trade ties with African countries.
ENCA's Jane Dutton spoke to May in Cape Town yesterday.
So, Theresa May, what sort of guarantees have you been given that British interests here will be safe and secure, considering the government hasn't a clear picture of what it's going to do with land reform?
Well, first of all, what I'm pleased about today is the discussions I've had about the enormous ambition there is here in South Africa for future investment in South Africa. And with the United Kingdom being the biggest investor in South Africa, this means that actually we have a significant role to play in the future. But there's mutual benefit for both the UK and South Africa in that investment for the future, in jobs in both countries.
Have you been made promises, guarantees that they will be safe, they will be secure? Any investment?
What I've welcomed today are the comments that President Ramaphosa has made about the approach that's being taken to land reform. The UK has long recognised the need for land reform to take place, but to do so in a legal, a transparent way, a part of a democratic process. But I welcome the comments that President Ramaphosa has made about taking into consideration the economic consequences of land reform and of ensuring that this isn't a smash and grab.
And you feel the same confidence considering the instability within the ANC, the divisions there, and the election looming next year?
What I see here in South Africa is a country that is already has a good, solid economy, which is being invested in by British investors, but actually huge opportunities for the future. I was very pleased this morning that my first visit here in South Africa was to a school, and I saw young people with huge ambition, huge enthusiasm for the future of their country. And as President Ramaphosa himself has said, we may talk about investment and capital and sums of money, but actually it's about investment in people as well, and the people-to-people links between the UK and South Africa.
In the same vein, what sort of guarantee can you give South Africa that very little will change, that they won't have to renegotiate deals made now, considering Brexit is looming?
Well, first of all, one of the important things that we've done here on this trip is to sign an agreement that is about ensuring that we can transition the current economic partnership agreement that Southern African countries have, SACO and Mozambique have, with the European Union, to be an agreement with the United Kingdom when we leave the EU. Once we've done that, which will mean a smooth transition, so nobody need worry about there being a cliff edge in their trading relationship. Once we've done that, we'll be able then to sit down and talk about the future trading relationship between South Africa and other countries here in Southern Africa and the United Kingdom, and we want to enhance that trade relationship for the future.
Have you discussed mitigating the potential fallout? I know that there are many in your team who oppose Brexit. You've got the Chancellor throwing out eye-watering figures about the sort of impact that Brexit will have on the economy, on the GDP. How do you plan to go around that here in South Africa if it were to have that sort of negative impact?
Well, first of all, what we're working for as a UK government is a good deal, a good future relationship with the European Union. That's what we're sitting down and negotiating with the European Union, and I believe a deal that is in the interests of the United Kingdom will also be in the interests of a strong European Union for the future as well.
Even if that's a no deal?
But leaving, we have to accept that obviously we're in negotiations. We don't know what the outcome of those is going to be. We're working for a good deal, but it makes absolute common sense for a government to be making the arrangements to say what are the preparations necessary should it be no deal. What we're doing is ensuring we put the preparations in place so that we can make a success of our future outside the European Union, whatever that relationship with the EU is. And part of that success of our future outside the European Union will be the trade deals that we will be able to negotiate with countries like South Africa and other countries around the world.
With Zimbabwe, do you endorse the leadership of Mnangagwa and the legal process around it?
Well, I was pleased to hear that President Mnangagwa had said that he was setting up a commission into the violence that we have seen taking place recently. I think that is an important step for Zimbabwe. I know President Ramaphosa was at the inauguration in Zimbabwe only earlier this week. I think there's a real opportunity for Zimbabwe now, and I look forward to Zimbabwe being able to grasp that opportunity for the future.
Is that a yes to endorsing him?
The president is an elected president. He's making an important step in saying that he set up a commission of inquiry into what has happened in relation to the violence. I think that's a very important signal from him about the Zimbabwe he wants to see for the future, and a Zimbabwe that is taking the opportunities for its people for the future.
Thank you very much. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.